If you missed our last episode, we finally made it to the country that we both dream of visiting, Japan. Now, after visiting Tokyo for 5 days last time, in this episode, we're gonna explore another 3 big cities. Kyoto, it's like so happy. Osaka, this temple is probably one of my favorite temples I've ever been.
Oh, so nice.
Breakfast sashimi, that's the first time in my life ever. And Nara.
He keeps doing this, keep doing this.
They associate bowing with giving food.
He likes you.
Likes me, I don't like the food. To show you the uniqueness of different cities in Japan and how the local culture, traditions, and nature sceneries can be so different even in this country. We have arrived at our first stop for today, which is this temple called Katsuji Temple. Basically, it is the temple of victory and it's famous for one thing, which is the Daruma dolls. So these dolls, apparently it has this meaning of perseverance, resilience, and people actually come to this temple to make a wish, to pray for success. This temple is all about that, and people from all over the world came to this temple to make a wish, and hopefully one day they'll become successful.
And on the way of this temple, we'll have some stamps in every single location. So if we collect every single stamp like this, so here later will be picture. I think it's so interesting. This is only in Japan.
Yeah, we actually saw this on an Instagram reel. We saw this guy just like went around the temple and just collect all the stamps. And after that, it's a full picture of these Daruma rolls. So it looks really good. And right off the bat, you already see like a lot of these mini ones just in the background here. I think these are actually brought by other people. You can actually purchase this from the store and you can write your wishes behind these dolls. And apparently the whole point of this doll is that you have to paint one eye when you make a wish, and then when your dream actually happened or succeeded, then you paint the other eye. It means that you kind of succeeded. But if you haven't finished it, because the doll only has one eye painted, so it means it's like a reminder for you have to finish your goal. Otherwise, this doll is not completed. I think the coolest thing about this temple is that people actually hide these Daruma dolls literally everywhere, like in a small cave, in the bushes, sometimes in between the stone hollows. It's so interesting. This is the second one. Wow! We just came across this whole wall of Daruma dolls. People actually write their wishes here and they actually use a marker to draw the eyes. I think these actually mean that they have completed their goals already, but you can see some of the eyes are so kawaii, like so cute. See, this is like Japanese anime eye, but then these are just like normal, how it should look like.
So our goal is to buy our own minivan and travel around the world with minivan.
Sounds good.
Let's find this thing and draw like
that
this.
Is really big though. I actually see people from all around the world comes here just because you saw that one up there. I don't know how they put it up there, but that is actually in Thai. And because some Japanese words actually share similar to Chinese words as well. And I know this one, it means victory, this word, which is also why this temple is also called the Temple of Victory.
Fully.
This one means he did half the job. So I'm really excited to say this. This statue is right here. They actually have a weighted base at the bottom here, so no matter which side it's being like tipped off, it'll always bounce back to its original straight up position. So this kind of symbolizes that you never give up. After many tries, you always bounce back to a normal position, that you succeed. So that's the meaning of these dolls.
Can you put it down and try?
No, these are someone else's. I don't want to tip them out. What if it doesn't actually work? This is in theory, it works like this. I think later at the souvenir stop, I want to buy one of these because I think you can actually paint the eyes yourself because the eyes here looks very different. You know, in Russia, there are Russian dolls, and like here in Japan, they've got the Daruma dolls. Japanese dolls. And it's so unique in its own way. And see how they just like put randomly everywhere like that. So I think these are actually from all the past visitors. Oh, you see? There's one even on the branch right there.
Wow.
So creative where people put it.
That person should be so tall.
This guy must be really good at that bottle flip challenge. And then just land on a tree. Oh, there's one there too.
Justin just now asked me to buy this little toy and paint both eyes and put here. So I told him, actually, if you're painting only one eye, maybe people just painting one eye, bring this to home, and when they go with success, they're painting second eye and come here and put this toy here.
So it means when you come back to Osaka the second time, just to put it here.
Yes, now we'll write our goal, we'll put one eye, and after many years, I don't know when it's gonna happen, I hope soon, and our minivan, dog, and everything gonna be true. So that's why after that we paint second eye, come to Japan, Osaka, and put here. I think it would be nice.
I think apart from dog and van, I also want to travel to more countries next year, because I promised Alina next year we're only going to new countries. We're going to America, we're going to Canada, we're going to Mexico. So I hope really that these destinations will come true next year.
I mean, after that, when we're tired of traveling and we just want to sit in one country.
We're going to write a whole 100 lists on the tiny doll. We have too many dreams and goals. Ooh. That looks so good. This is our third stop, and we made closer and closer to seeing the actual colors of the Daruma dolls. I want to say, even though today it's an extremely hot day, but I think this temple is probably one of my favorite temples I've ever been around the world. It's so cute, so adorable, everywhere, so beautiful. Yeah, it's just something so unique here, you know? It's fun to visit.
And it's not too touristy, so we still have space to walk without crowded.
Yeah, and like there's a mix of, you know, the fun element and also, of course, the spiritual element that obviously people would respect as well. For example, right here, I think this is the main temple, and people are actually praying inside for success, wealth, etc.
And we still have our last stamp, so guess which one is Justin, which one is mine? This is mine. Because I was pressed so hard and Justin...
Flip it.
Oh, is it?
Like this.
Oh, sorry. So this is mine, this is Justin, because I was pressed so hard.
He's looking away.
Yeah,
all these statues are looking away.
Yeah. Okay, let's do one last one.
I know I'm a perfectionist. So beautiful. Everything's in the middle.
Wow, mine's like
Okay, so now we found a place that's selling these dolls. This one right here is a gigantic one. It costs 200,000 yen, just one of these big boys. And over there, as you progress, it gets smaller and smaller too. These are not the smallest ones.
Small size is 500 yen. Middle one, 3,000.
What size should we get?
Small one. Because we need to carry with us in the luggage and later come back to Osaka next time.
That's true. It cannot be too big. Cannot write so many goals though, a small one.
No, just one.
Which one?
Up to you. I'll write my goal.
Okay.
They have a different faces. Each is different faces. You write your wish on the paper and put inside. And it's actually painted twice already.
This one looks angry. This one looks sad. Where's the happy one? I need one with golden retriever energy looking. Like me.
1 hour later.
Justin, 1 hour later.
I don't want to hold people up, so I'm just going to choose this one.
It's okay, looks cute.
So we just read this guide right here. Apparently each of these Daruma dolls inside actually have a paper. So what you have to do is you need to think about one word that you want to know. Say like maybe like you want to know what your future is, like money, how is my wealth? And this paper will have the answer for you inside. You mix well with the dolls. These are like your kids. What do you think about one word?
Okay, I'll think about our own minivan. Is it come true soon? Or some answer of these my questions? Let's see. Nice. Don't understand
Everything
nothing.
in Japanese.
But they have number 39 and also have QR code. Maybe if you scan QR code, they will have English words.
And mine is completely different. It's 21. I think about YouTube.
YouTube?
Is it one word? One English word?
YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, because YouTube is our life and we like to making YouTube, making memory and travel around the world. And our dream to visit all these countries and see the most beautiful places, and this is one of them.
And I think the vlogs that you'll be seeing coming soon compared to our vlogs maybe a year ago, I think the vlogs now we try to be more personal, I guess. Yeah, instead of being a guide in our vlog, we try to be more personal to our audience and yeah, just show you what it's like behind the scenes, because I feel like we've missed out a lot of behind the scenes stuff sometimes, like our fun moments you don't see because we never show you guys.
So I want to be more honest with you and yeah, show you our adventure. Take you with us together.
Yes, I take you with us together. Right.
Let's translate it, Google Translate. This is for Justin.
Let's see what it says for mine. If you can't think of an idea, just ask someone. If you don't have what it takes to move forward, it's best not to move forward. There are some difficulties that you cannot do it on your own. If you cannot find a solution, no matter how much you think about it, then just ask someone else. Basically saying like, if you feel like you are not there yet, don't do it. I disagree. I feel like we should push on. It says like, get ready for failure.
Oh, okay, tai there. Mine just now, Justin read, like they're saying everything good, like you'll be successful, just do everything from your smart and knowledge. So I think, yeah, mine is good.
They say if you face challenges, then you should just like, just do it. Stay calm, use your brain and fix it.
Okay, let's try yours then.
Let's burn it.
Now realize how many people here is unlucky.
Yes.
Look at this.
For me personally, I feel like you decide your own fate. If you believe in failure, then you result in failure. Whereas if you believe in succeed and you keep pushing forward, you will always happen.
That's true. So no matter what, now you put in here and everything will be successful.
Yes.
You broken it?
I put it back.
You tied too high.
Okay.
Okay, so I put my good luck inside already. And now we need to write our wish behind this doll.
Yes.
I know what I want. I want it so badly. I want a dog. 3 p.m.
Hey. So I try to rub it off, it doesn't come off. So I just have to continue saying, be happy with van life.
Be happy, yeah, it's good. Also this, and after that I'll paint second time when it's come true.
Okay, like this one?
Good.
Great enough. On the way back home, we decided to hop on a taxi to go home instead of taking a bus just because there was a long line just then. So that's what we're doing now, and we're going home to just take a rest in the afternoon. And tonight we're actually going to the famous entertainment and shopping district. It's called Dotonbori, and it's gonna be really interesting. I've seen a lot on the internet. I know tonight it's gonna be really exciting. Before we continue to explore Japan today, I want to share a quick secret that's gonna help you save a lot of money in your next international trip. Did you know different travel booking sites like Skyscanner or Expedia, depending on the country that you log in from, they will show you different prices. For example, booking a flight through a server from India or Thailand would usually be cheaper than booking through a server in Europe or Australia. Obviously, you're not going to physically fly to India or Thailand just to book a flight, right? But you can still get better prices using a VPN like Surfshark, which is also the sponsor of this video. So in case if you don't know what VPN is, it basically stands for Virtual Private Network. What it does is it creates a secure and encrypted connection to a server in another location, so making it look like you're browsing the internet from that location while hiding a real IP address. Now, using a VPN is so important, especially when I'm traveling, when I absolutely have to connect to a public Wi-Fi. If I really have to do something private, sensitive, or confidential, for example, log into my bank account, ideally I would always use mobile data, but if that's not the option, I have to use public Wi-Fi. then I always connect to Surfshark first because it keeps the information encrypted and secure from trackers and hackers. In simpler terms, it means blurring out so they cannot spy on me. Apart from online securities, Surfshark also offers 3,200 servers in more than 100 locations, allowing you to stream content from other countries. For example, if you want to watch Harry Potter on Netflix, but it's only available on Netflix Australia, you can connect to an Australian server and you can access Harry Potter immediately. So personally, I use the exact same strategy to watch F1 on a subscription that I have in Australia that usually doesn't work in another country. So I just connect to an Australian server and I can start watching F1 immediately. Unlike other VPN providers, Surfshark lets you have an account and you can have unlimited device linked to it. So if you're interested in trying out Surfshark, you can use our code WHERE to get 4 months extra using this link, which we'll also put it in the description box under this video. Now again, there's absolutely no risk of trying this because there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. Let's get back to the video. For lunch today, we actually came across this healthy veggie options cafe in the shopping mall nearby at the bus stop. And this is Alina's set. This is the Korean sweet and sour chicken, and we got something similar, sweet and sour chicken. We also got the mayonnaise chili shrimp, and they've got steamed veggie as well. So that's why this place is like a healthy option, not necessarily vegetarian. But I just like how Japanese food is usually exactly the same as the display outside. Usually they have like a toy figure display outside the shop, and this looks exactly the same like that. So I'm so hungry. This looks really delicious. So let's dig in.
I love Japanese food because Japanese food is so healthy and balanced. They always have rice, always have meat, always have some different type of salad, and also here a lot of veggie plus soup. And this everything we just paid 1,280 yen for this big portion.
So after a bit of resting at home, we actually came across this dessert place that we know is very popular. So there's this ice cream that is called a premium ice cream. It's called Cremia, which is only can be found in certain places in Japan. It basically it's compared to a typical ice cream. This ice cream actually has a higher fat percentage. Apparently it's like 12.5%-ish, very professional stuff, but it's actually from Hokkaido cream, so that's why the ice cream itself is extra smooth and very like, just melts in your mouth basically. It's like very milky as well. And especially I think about the cone as well, it's not waffles, but it's actually like a butter biscuit. So it has this extra taste that is very delicious. We'll show you in a bit why it's so good.
It's already there. Thank you.
Thank you. See the cone? It's like a biscuit surrounding it. It's not a waffle.
It's so melting now. Outside is so hot, but this ice cream is so tasty. We already tried this in another day. We just want to show you that this is the best for you. Oh my god.
So milky.
This ice cream is the best ice cream you can try in Japan. Usually I'm not fan of ice cream. Oh my god.
It literally tastes like milk. It is like a milk flavored ice cream just because it's so heavy in milk fat content, I think.
The highlight of this ice cream is actually corn because it just melts in your mouth. It's so different compared to normal ice cream. It's like a super premium. I highly recommend it. So we become a little bit hungry, that's why we arrived to this place. It's a sushi train. Sushi train. Ooh, I love it.
This is actually a very famous like sushi belt joint around the world. We tried to get in one of these in Hong Kong and Taiwan, but we never was able to get in just because it's always so busy. But I think today we waited for around 30 minutes and we got in.
Just now wait for so long line. And we can order sushi here. Let's see. Nigiri. Oh, you have a lot of options. Just do like this and order.
The thing about this place is that everything is self-serve. From the moment when you enter, you get your tickets, and then after that, you need to kind of scan a ticket and get this. It shows you the seat number, so you come here, and everything is self-serve. Again, you need to order from a tablet, and later when you pay, you have to pay self-serve as well. So that's why it's so efficient, and I think around the turnover, even if we waited for 30 minutes a day, the turnover of this restaurant is really fast in general. Salmon with cheese, do you want it?
Yes.
Four?
Oh, our sushi is already just like this.
So basically the one on top, they have this system that brings the plate to a specific table. It's like an IT system and design that brings exactly to your table. But I think one thing that's so annoying is when the food comes, this tablet, when you order it, you just pause. And you need to wait until you collect the food.
Yay! I like this sign. It means our tuna come. Oi.
Oi.
Wow. Wow! Look at this quality of this tuna. Oh my god, this looks so fatty.
Look at the marbling on it. It's like eating a premium steak tuna.
Can't wait.
Eating sushi in Japan can never get bored. You can continue eating it every single day.
Every day.
Because you'll regret it if you don't eat enough after this trip. How many are you going to eat today?
So many. Like this.
That's my expectation. Alina usually eat like this only. I am maybe got this level.
One piece of this tuna, it's cost 500 yen, so cannot eat that much.
And I'm gonna continue order the salmon with cheese. Don't interrupt me. And they will bring the plate exactly to your table.
Ooh, yummy.
Knowing your chopstick skills, I'm just like holding at the bottom.
I'm okay.
Alina is the clumsiest person when it comes to eating. Okay, my turn. Bum.
Bye bye. Time to sleep.
So good. You know tuna is good when it tastes better than fatty salmon. And you don't want fatty salmon, you want tuna instead in Japan. That's why I think many Japanese people, they actually prefer eating tuna over salmon.
I never can imagine that tuna can be tastier than salmon because all my life I eat only salmon because tuna it was like okay quality. But this one, I don't want to eat salmon anymore. Really, I don't want to eat salmon.
If you say your local sushi shop is better than Japan, no. Wait until you come to Japan, it will blow your mind.
Scallop, you unlimited ordering?
No?
1, 2?
Sponsor of this video.
Thank you for sponsoring this video. Mama Justin. Okay, total 9,670.
And it comes down to 9,670, so roughly $25 per person.
Australian dollars.
Bang! So that's like not even $20 per person.
Yeah.
Osaka, in our opinion, has a complete different vibe to traditional Japan. We feel like there's more freedom and people tend to freely express emotions, with graffitis painting on most buildings, which is not typical for Japan. It feels like every corner is full of young and fun energy. For example, there is this street called American Mura. The local people call it American Village because of the Western style shops, street fashions, and a creative laid-back atmosphere. We are just completely mind-blown and honestly didn't expect to see anything quite like this in Japan. I mean, just look at this. They even have Statue of Liberty on top of the building. On the same street, we also found this animal cafe with 3 floors and just spent an hour there to feed different animals. It was such a cool experience that you can only find in Japan. For dinner, we went to probably the most famous ramen place in Japan that people usually need to line up for hours to get in. It's called Ichiran Ramen. We went there to see if it's actually worth the hype. Feels like I'm going to an amusement park here. We were so lucky to have arrived early at around 5 AM because there were not a lot of people at that time, and right at the entrance, they gave us a form to fill in our preferences before even sitting down. It is highly efficient. This place is literally made for introvert. You have your own individual table and a curtain in front so you don't even have to see the staff's face. And you're meant to stay quiet when eating the whole time. You don't even have to say a single word to communicate with staff. If you need anything, just present these wooden cards to the staff and they'll take action. The ramen itself was actually so delicious. The broth is so rich and flavorful, exactly how I imagined it to be a good ramen. With that being said, I do wish the meat is a bit thicker and can be a bit more generous.
After dinner, we went to explore this area Dontonburi, the most famous entertainment at night district in the whole of Osaka. There is neon lights everywhere. Just look how Osaka become alive at night.
I want this, and this.
If I get this, I'll scream. I got it. Yes, I got the fat one. Yay! Good job.
Justin dream about this.
Yeah, I dream about
red
this.
dog.
Ever since I saw this the other day, I was like, I have to come back for this. Wow!
Happy?
Yes. Good morning here from Osaka, Japan. We actually woke up at around 7 and I think the coffee is still kicking in, so yeah, it's gonna be a morning that we're gonna eat some sushi because it's my mission coming to Japan, I think. There is actually a very popular fish market in Osaka. It's called Kurumon Fish Market. But instead of that one, we decided to come here, which is a more local one that is recommended by a cafe staff the other day. We went to a random cafe and she just said, if you want cheap, fresh seafood that is not touristy, come to this market. We'll put the location here so you can check it out. I just really want to eat some really good quality sushi. But this market here is actually not a retail fish market, but rather a wholesale wet market. So at times it does get a bit fishy. It's like a typical wet market. You can see a bunch of sellers are really selling for restaurant.
I can see here not a lot of tourists.
Yeah, for sure. And you have to go here early in the morning because they actually close at 11 a.m. So they open at 4 to 11. By no means you can come here on an empty stomach at 4 a.m. but I don't think you want to eat sushi at midnight. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Look at this. Usually like in Tokyo when we eat kaisen don, it was like around 3,500 yen, right? And this is like and you only get like a tiny piece of sea urchin, but this whole box costs 4,300 yen.
To understand is it good sea urchin or not good, it should be a little bit sweet taste.
I think the good sea urchin, because usually before when I was young I don't like it because it's so fishy, but the good ones you don't really taste that fishiness, it just tastes like a sweet piece of jelly. And because this is a wholesale market, right, you can see they're literally cutting the fish on the spot. Wow. So big.
My head size.
Everything here is so fresh just because this is a wholesale market where restaurants actually get the good quality of fish and everything is just moving. Even like this abalone, usually like, you know, when I see it in wet market, they're pretty dead already, but these ones are still moving. Here they sell some really fresh tunas as well and salmon pieces. Alina, fatty tuna. God. Looks like the one we ate at the sushi belt in Tokyo. Wow, see the quality of tuna here. It is so fatty with good marblings. And the tuna is here.
Oh my god.
I was telling Alina this morning, my stomach wasn't ready, but now after seeing this, my stomach is ready to eat. See, the sushis here are a lot more affordable as well, 1,800 for a whole plate. Usually I think at restaurants you'd be eating at around like 2,500-ish maybe. And there's like kaisen don over there, more sea urchin options, which is really cheap for this price. So now we're just trying to pick up a sea urchin. This one is 4,500 for 100 grams, and this is 5,120 grams, so not too much difference, but this has like extra 20 grams for just 500 more, so I think this is like best value. Problem is we don't know how to pick sea urchins.
And usually Japanese people, they don't communicate in English, so it's hard to ask them is it good or not. There's one side one, another side another one.
Yeah, this one is so delicate. See, all of them are same shape.
Oh, you like that?
Oh, my mother's favorite.
Wow. Just buy everything already.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ta-da! And this is 500 for one box. We got 2 boxes.
If one time you start to buying, after that you cannot stop anymore. It looks like we already bought everything from his market.
So Alina and Joe both got the kaisan don with the rice, but personally for me, I actually want to eat like one of those big fish and they will chop it into like slices of tuna taro. Yeah, I think I don't want rice today. I'm so hungry.
You should eat rice because you're always so hungry, and that few pieces of tuna is not enough for you.
But it's taste.
And they always give you extra soy sauce, wasabi, and everything. Just one, the one left. You need to be faster. 500 yen in Japan looks so tiny, so sometimes you can even lost it and think just simple coin.
I feel like we're collecting trophies.
Justin's family, they love eating sashimi because they grow up in Hong Kong.
Once or twice, or even 3 times a month sometimes. People in Hong Kong, they love sushi. And what I realized, most people in this market, they're actually from Hong Kong. Tourist-wise, I think. I think within a year, this place will become a tourist hotspot as well.
What did you buy?
I buy the white fish and scallop.
What?
This one is white fish and scallop. They come with this one.
Oh,
Then we
okay.
can go somewhere and eat.
Yeah, time to eat.
How much is total damage?
I think we spent around 10,000 here in total.
$100 of this market is because they don't have special tables for people to eat, so people just sitting on this chair on street, and everything looks so busy. We don't even cannot find.
Wow, look
Wow.
at all this. Oh my goodness.
Good choice. Everyone eating just sashimi here like this.
We got the seafood bowl, the kaisan don, and then we also got the fresh shrimps. And this is the white fish, the sea urchin that we got for a whole box, and scallops, fatty tuna taro, and another kaisan dons.
I can say it's a bit uncomfy, but what you can do if you want to eat sashimi in Japan. Cheap and fresh. We're almost finished. Tell me your ranking.
This is like tuna, fatty tuna, number 1. Number 2 is sea urchin.
I agree.
I think these 2 things, you don't even have to dip into soy sauce or like any sauce because the taste is just so fresh and so premium. It tastes so good.
And I can tell just now here it was sea urchin too in a bowl, but tastes so different. This one's so sweet and so nice, and this one was okay.
The third one would be the scallop because the size of the scallop is literally like maybe a little bit less than my fist, but yeah, it's quite huge. And number 4 I think would be the shrimp because yeah, it's so sweet. It has a sweet taste of shrimp. Yeah, this is like last because that one I had to use soy sauce, but everything else is so
I didn't even
delicious.
try this one.
Everything is so delicious here.
For me, the sea urchin is so tasty. We worried at this box because we never know the quality, but
Yeah.
now we know
It
it's
was
so
a good
tasty.
purchase.
Yes.
Sorry, just now I was too focused on eating. I don't want to get distracted, so I was just like fully enjoying the food. But now that I finished, I feel like I can finally relax and say like mission complete. We can leave Japan now.
No, Japan is not only about food.
Just kidding.
We still have many interesting things that we haven't seen in Osaka.
Just kidding. The food here was so delicious though, I must say. I think it's the freshest that we've had so far.
Breakfast finished.
Breakfast sashimi. That's the first time in my life ever.
Also in this market we find like this vending machine where there's a lot of orange juice inside, and this is fresh orange juice just for 350 yen. It looks amazing. This is what we need after eating sashimi.
They say the oranges are from America and Australia.
Oh, this is what we need. We just put money. After they saying you need to wait 45 seconds. Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I see. The oranges start going down.
Oh, no, it bounces off. Oh,
Oui. Oui.
and it went down there. Alright. Ta-da! It's so sweet.
Is it?
So sweet.
Wow. Wow.
You sure they didn't add sugar?
It's so sweet and so cold. I like it.
Next to Osaka, there's also another city called Nara, which is high up on our bucket list to visit because of the Japanese bowing deers that we've seen a lot on the internet. So we took half an hour train from Osaka to Nara. Oh wow, we see our first deer.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, he's so cute.
Hello.
Hello. If you guys don't know, Nara has a lot of these kind of deers everywhere. Basically, this whole region, everywhere on the street, you could find deers just like this roaming around. It's like in Australia, there's so many kangaroos roaming around the streets. Here in Nara, deers. I put down my wallet. I thought he was gonna get my wallet. See? No food.
This is a reindeer bar. You put up.
What? Not me. These deer, they do get a bit pushy if they see food immediately. But there is actually a custom for this deer. When you bow to them, then it means food. Actually, when they bow, it means like it indicates that they want food from you. Apparently, it's like, you know, from generations that maybe people like, they associate bowing with giving food. So that's why.
He likes you.
Likes me or I like the food.
He likes you. Pushing him with his...
He bite my butt.
Oh, he did. He did. Okay. Oh my god, that's so cute. The Japanese deer. Oh, they evolve.
Okay, bow, bow, bow. 3. Okay. Okay, bow. 1, 2. Wait, this is scary. But one thing I did notice is these kind of deers, if you show that you've got no food in your hand, they immediately walk away. But if you're holding the biscuits on your hand, then they'll keep following you. Some may be like charging from you from the back. So cute. Hey.
No. No.
Just now I feed them and they always like want to come to me, but when I show them that I don't have nothing in my hand, they immediately go away.
Yeah.
So they don't feel smell, they only see the biscuit.
They just like following Joe.
Joe, be careful.
Hey.
You show him your hands, you don't have nothing.
Show him your hands. Show him your hands. Show, nothing. Oh, because you're
Second
holding
hand.
it.
You better put away your biscuit.
He's coming.
Hey boy.
Uh-oh, this one looks aggressive. This one is aggressive. We always try to run away from the ones with horns. Immediately we see horns, we run away. Just because those ones get really aggressive. And also when you bow, I'm so worried the horn might actually poke my eyes.
Yeah.
So.
In internet it looks more calm and chill. Yeah, it looks like they're so nice, but in real life they kind of trying to attack tourists.
So the reason behind. Wait. Yeah, see? They're just following our tourists. Oh, they're smart now. They showed nothing, no more, finish. No more. Apparently the reason why these deer have this bowing tradition is just because I think throughout the years they have adapted to, you know, Japanese people, they love bowing all the time as well. And I guess the deer, when they bow, it associates with food. So that's why when they want food, they just bow. And like most tourists would just feed them. So we kind of have that association.
He keeps doing this, keep doing this.
Everyone else, and then my mother. We spent roughly around 2 hours here, and just the reindeers are so cute. Like, they're so cute. Yeah. Especially like the tinier ones, the babies, they make this sound like this. It was so cute.
And I realized then more older reindeer, or if reindeer have horns, then more people scared and don't feed them at all. So I feel so sad, and I always try to feed the old ones.
Maybe that's why they're more desperate, you know, with the horn ones. Because like everyone's scared of them. So yeah, they need to be more aggressive to get food, I think. But yeah, to be honest, this place you can really spend your whole afternoon here. If it's not this hot, I think we'll spend quite some time here because snack size was 200 yen, so it was quite cheap. Time passed so fast.
Need
when
to
you
come
feed.
in the winter.
Yeah.
Just now we saw the guy who's selling snacks, and he was a friend with another reindeer. That's all reindeers, so probably they're like many years together already.
Yeah, they were just playing with one another.
That was so cool.
It's like sometimes me with Alina.
My reindeer.
Food?
Food?
Give me food.
Will you do this?
Well, I did the bao, so Alina took me to eat Japanese mochi, but this is not your average mochi. This is karate mochi. Just look at how they're punching these doughs and make the best texture ever.
Wow, so chewy.
You like it?
Not bad.
And of course, Osaka and Nara are so close to another popular city, Kyoto. We decided to visit the same trip since it's just 15 minutes away by train, especially to visit the highlight of Kyoto, the 1,000 torii gates. We arrived super early in the morning thinking we would be the only ones there, but well, I guess everyone thought the same. The torii gate symbolizes a transition from the normal everyday world to the spiritual realm of the sacred shrines. It has this meaning of purification for all visitors. So that's why when we walk past all these gates, we felt like we were walking into the old traditions of Japan. You can see words on each gate refers to the donor's name, the date, and even sometimes how much to donate to the shrine. Today we're actually starting with, I think, just get some supplies before we start our trip today. So yesterday at the station when we walked past, we saw this 7-Eleven. It looks like they've got a lot more products than the ones in Tokyo. So let's check it out. One thing you notice in Kyoto right away is that they have got a lot of souvenir, and when I mean souvenir, it's mostly like food. See, it looks so good, so delicate, so beautifully packaged. I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming something with matcha. Because if you guys don't know, Kyoto is actually the home of matcha. Apparently up to 90% of the matcha, high quality matcha I'm talking about, is actually produced in Kyoto. That's why throughout Kyoto on this trip we see a lot of matcha products. Especially because I think tomorrow or the day after, we're going to head to the matcha capital Uji to check out how they make matcha. Wow! Look at all these sandwiches. Oh my goodness! This is like a katsu inside the sandwich and looks so beautiful. They've got muffins as well. I think these are like sweet egg, and inside there is like pieces of chicken or ham as well. I think this 7-Eleven has a lot more options than the ones in Tokyo. See, they have got like this caramel looking pudding. They have got cheesecake as well.
Oh my god.
What is it called? Camembert cheese souffle. So many different desserts here. What the heck? They have like fishes as well. Seared fishes. Some other salad packaging, a lot of healthy options here. These are even ready ones, you don't even have to mix them. Some pickled stuff like a banchan, like kimchi, pickled cucumbers, some are like that. And another thing 7-Eleven in Japan is that you see a lot of these cooked food, like a lot of fried pork chop, fried chicken.
This is banana bread.
So strange looking.
Interesting.
They have creme brulee here.
Japanese market has everything. Today is so hot weather, like crazy hot. Today is 34 degrees outside. I feel melty. I don't know, now we're going to bamboo forest. It's a so popular location in Japan and they're so beautiful, but I don't know how we're gonna survive there in 34 degrees.
Especially at the station, you see, they have these mist diffuser to cool it down, which is very thoughtful, I think.
It's like a fresh breeze. My face is wet now. My hand is wet now.
We've made it to Arashiyama bamboo forest. I think, to be completely honest, I think we've been to a lot of bamboo forests in the past, and this one just has a lot of people, including us, also tourists. I saw this video, you know, online. There's like this couple, they were like, oh, other tourists, but they're also tourists. This is the kind of feeling.
I feel like this place is lost its own uniqueness just because now it's like too much tourists here. Full accent on my eyes, like everything that catching my eyes, it's only a bunch of tourists in front of me. I cannot even focus on sound because I cannot hear the sound of nature.
You're actually supposed to hear the bamboo like touching each other, and you can hear this very magical, it's kind of like a chopstick touching each other sound, I guess. But yeah, it's just packed with tourists, and also someone's dragging luggage just there. It was so loud. Yeah. And unfortunately today it's so hot and there's no wind as well, so that's why we couldn't hear the bamboo sound. guys, we've made it to our next stop here, which is called Otagi Nenbutsuji Temple. And this place is really off the beaten path just because not a lot of tourists know about this place. But the coolest thing about this temple is that they have got many of these Buddhist disciple statues in very different facial expressions. Apparently these are actually the disciples of Buddha, and there are more than 1,200 of these inside this temple. So it's everywhere basically, and it's just so peaceful here. Not as many people as just now. The nature scenery here is so beautiful.
I love this place so much. So interesting. And first time seeing this in my life. How they can make so many faces, so many different faces from stone.
It's so quirky. It is. Oh, see? They have like very different items on their body as well. And this one says KFC in the middle.
KFC.
The good thing about technology these days is that you can search information right away. And just then I used ChatGPT to search like, are these actually real people? And apparently these are not real people, but they are based on the 500 disciples of Buddha. Disciple is like the student of like Buddha. Based on while they're not real people, they do have different facial expression to kind of like interpret them like in a playful way. When they're having fun, when they're happy, sometimes when they're sad. So yeah, just different sculptures. You know how just then we saw one with KFC sign like this holding here, and just Alina was like, oh, maybe it has a different meaning, like could we have a different Buddhist meaning that we don't understand. But just now I searched on ChatGPT and it says like because many of these statues are rather modern as well, maybe the artists actually want to make this statue in a fun way, that's why I put KFC there, which is like a modern twist to, you know, these kind of old statues here. And I just want to say, these kind of old statues is nothing like I've ever seen in other countries. I think Alina just now said the closest one that she saw was maybe in Bali, different kind of statue, different religion, but nothing like this in a very happy and like funny way. For example, look at that one. It's like so happy. Yeah, so fun. And see this one here? This one looks like he has a skeleton body in a very creative way. It's amazing how they built 1,200 plus of these statues and have different facial expression. Each one of them is so unique.